Hivers, welcome to Honeybee Stamping Hive, where creative buzz is always in the air. I am Tashana Lundy, your independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And today, we're going to be working on some paper pumpkin alternative projects. This is a kit in color May 2020 paper pumpkin. This is what the original kit makes. It makes 12 cards, three different designs, 4 of each design, and they have the matching envelopes. And I've put those together for you on a different video on the unboxing of the paper pumpkin. But today, we're going to be making some alternatives, okay? So let's get into it. I'm going to be making a twisted gatefold card. Let me get my supplies together. We're going to start with, this is Blushing Bride, and it measures 4.5 by 7.5. I mean, no, I'm sorry, 4.25 by 7.5. So you can get 2 of these from 1 sheet of cardstock. We have some card bases and pieces from the paper pumpkin kit that I cut down. These are both 3 7/8 by 2.25. Then I have a piece of Whisper White, which is 2.25 by 4. Then I have another little strip that came from the bottom of this. I just needed to, when I would cut it down, I had a little strip left, and I decided to use it here because it's the perfect size for this. So we'll be layering that on there. Then I have the large stitched cloud from the kit. Okay, those are all the pieces we're going to be using, and we're going to be using the stamp set. We're going to be using the word hey and you're amazing. And I'm going to put this on my stamp apparatus because we are going to be doing some embossing, and I'm going to start with my stamping first. So I'm just going to, I probably need to get one of my magnets. Let me just place this on here where I want it. No, that goes that way. Yeah, I was just checking to see which way I wanted the cloud to go. Oh, sticking to my fingers, hey? I'll just put a magnet on there. Let's get both, so we'll make sure it stays in place pretty good. Let me put this back straight like I want it, about right there. Close the lid. I'm gonna pick this up, and I'm gonna be using the Misty Moonlight stamping spot that came in the paper pumpkin kit. This is one of the new in colors for 2020 to 2022. I'm gonna ink this up. Press firmly. I didn't get a very good coverage, so we're gonna do that again. And that's why I'm using my stamp apparatus this time, because I learned from the last time I stamped it. Didn't stamp too well. And another reason I'm using my stamp apparatus is because we're going to emboss, and since we don't have any Misty Moonlight embossing powder, we're going to clean this off. We're going to take our embossing buddy and rub it on there. We're going to get our Versamark ink. Get some good coverage on this for the Versamark. And stamp right over that. Okay. Let's move this out of the way. Get some scratch paper. Clear embossing powder. Just pour that on there. Okay, dump that off. Looks good. Give it a little thump to get the extra powder off. Put your powder back in your jar. Close the lid because you don't want this flying around everywhere. And then I have a pair of tweezers that I just use to hold this. Turn on my heat tool, get this warm. It's gonna be a little loud. And we're gonna heat this up. And you'll see it start to change colors. And that's when you'll know it's done. I like to heat from the front and the back, just so the paper won't curl much. There you go. Can you see it changing colors? Once it's all shiny, we're done. And we're gonna sit that to the side so it can be cooling. Cool off while we finish the rest of our card. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and stamp. What are we gonna stamp? You're amazing on the inside. Get a block. What color did I want to use on this one? I think I was using the pumpkin pie. I forgot to get it, so bear with me a moment while I find my pumpkin pie ink. Okay, and we're gonna stamp You're Amazing. Just gonna stamp this right in here. I should have got my Stampin' Pierce mat, but I forgot. But that did pretty good. And we're done with the stamping. So we'll go ahead and glue this little designer strip to the end of our card. Well, not our card, but our layer, our inside layer. Sorry, I was gluing that out of frame. I think I will put it so the orange is further away from the orange. This card is really neat once it's put together. I can't wait till I finish so you can see. Okay, so that is gonna set that to the side while it's drying and while we put the rest of the card together. Get my Simply Score board, and we are going to have to remember to turn it this way so you can see what I'm doing, but I like scoring from the side. So we're going to score this at 2.5 inches and 5 inches across the long side, across the 7.5 inch side. And I'm going to use the small end of my stylus and 2.5 and 5, oops, and 5 inches. Ran off the track there for a little bit. Okay, and then I'm gonna take a ruler. Just gonna get my ruler. Have a template off to the side so I'll remember which way to score this. And we're gonna score from this top score line here down to this corner, and from this corner down to the score line. And you want to try to get it as precise as possible. And just put the score line in there. Do the same on this side. Line it up and score. Okay. Then we're going to take this and fold each side in. We want to get our bone folder, burnish those folds. And then we're going to fold back on these score lines. Fold back. And I can see I didn't quite get it as straight in this corner here as I should have, but we can make that work. So that is the base of our card, and as you can see, that's how it is, a twisted gatefold. See how it pops open? And we'll go ahead and glue our inside the card. Again, I have to remember to stay in frame. I'll just put this on here like this. Just center it in the center panel. And you can leave it to where it opens straight up and down like this, but I want mine to open like this. Okay? So the next thing we're going to do is cut our panels to go on the front of the card. And I'm going to use my mini trimmer. I know we don't sell this, but I got one and I'm going to use it because it's perfect for this job. So for the front of the card, the easiest way to know which way to cut it, you put your layer right on the front like this, and wherever that split is, where the card splits apart, that tells you to cut from this corner to this corner. So when you put your paper in, you line that corner up in the cutter, in the bottom corner, hold it down and chop. And now you have two pieces that perfectly fit here. Okay? And for this piece, it's gonna layer back here. So when you put it this way, you have to cut from this corner to that corner. So you wanna line it up in your cutter the opposite way. Cut it. And now these pieces will fit back here. See? Perfect. Now we'll just get our glue and glue this down. Okay. Do the same thing on this side. This is a very cute, colorful card. Look at my other pieces that go on the front. I'm thinking I'm going to use this as a thank you card for my son to send out for his graduation gifts. He has gotten so far, I think 3 gifts so far. So he needs to start sending out thank yous. I've already made 1 card for him. Okay, get that straight, you guys know. Okay. So this is how it's gonna look, and then we're gonna put this on the front just like this. But I want to sponge around the edges just a little. Get a sponge out with some Pool Party. So let's get our Pool Party ink. Pool Party, where are you? We're just gonna lightly sponge just to give it a little dimension so it won't look so flat on the front of the card. You know what I can do? Because this is a little plain to me. I could stamp the little hooray the little things in the stamp set, if you know what that means. Let me find, oh, the stamp set. This here, this little, woo, you know, it's like you're shouting, the little eyelash looking things. I can put those on either side, maybe. And the pumpkin pie. Let's do that. That wasn't part of my original plan, but I think I want to do it. I think I want to do it right here. And one there. Oh, yes. I like the way that looks. Okay, and where are my dimensionals? Let's get some dimensionals out of the box here. I'm gonna pop a few on. Let me check, because you don't want to put it over the whole thing or it won't be able to open. So I want it just behind these two little humps there. Just enough to keep it on. Let me try to get it on here straight, you guys. There we go. And we can add some little bling bling with our little, what do they call them? Puffy stickers, enamel puffy stickers. Let's see, we'll get some of the Just Jade. Yeah, I'll put one here. We'll do do one of the Magenta Madness, maybe right here, and a Misty Moonlight. Where do we want the Misty Moonlight? Let's put it here. That'd be good. And this card does fit in a standard size envelope. You'll have a lot of extra space. So that is the card we're making for today. Isn't it cute? I love how it opens. Hey, you're amazing. And then I can cut another, just get another piece of 2 1/4 by 3 7/8, and I can cut it and put it in here so that he can have a little space to write a message. You know, that's cute. I like this. Hey, you're amazing. Okay, that is my alternate number 1 with the May 2020 paper pumpkin, a kit in color. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. And as always, I want to thank you for buzzing by the Hive today. Until next time, buzz you later. Bye.